It's ATL Jacob. I'm rocking with AllHipHop.
What's the word, shit, man? Slap Shot You, reporting live from One World Studios in Times Square, man. And right now, I have a young man who you might not have seen him before, but just know you are listening to him right now. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure your playlist got like 5, 6 of his songs, man.
For sure.
Got the dopest tag in the game right now, man. Can you do? Because you probably do it better than me, man.
ATL Jacob. ATL Jacob.
That's a fact, man. Yo, what's going on, King?
Man, smooth.
That's a fact. So, like I was telling you before, this is our second take. You understand what I'm saying? But right now in New York, man, what's going on, bro? You and Future, y'all got probably one of the top 3 contenders for Song of the Summer right now. We'll wait for you, man. Yo, so I mean, like, how did that vibe come about?
Man, at the time, what's crazy, I was going through a breakup, so I really want to tell, because I told Tim's I'm going to tell her the story. She said she want to know the story behind it, but told Tim's I'm going to tell her the story. But it was definitely a vibe. I was listening to the song over and over, and I was like, man, got to make a beat out of this. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, got the sample chopped up, sent to me, and it was just, man.
I got you. All right, then. So you answered what I was going to ask you next. Was it a sample, or was it like, did you have a come in and resync? Because, when the album first dropped, it said featuring Thames and Drake.
Definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? So when I listened to it, I'm like, I know this song because, I was listening to her EP, so I knew the song, but I'm like, if it says featuring, like, you had her re-sing it. You get what I'm saying? But you had the sample.
Yeah, definitely got the sample. I didn't want her to re-sing them because being perfect is not always perfect. The imperfection is what make you perfect. So it's like, if we had her come re-sing it, do it all trying to be perfect and stuff, then it wouldn't have even been that same vibe.
You wouldn't have got the,
so
okay.
It's like, the vibe that it got, like, that's a real organic vibe, because the way I just sampled it, sped it up. So it's like, her going out on as a feature is more like a future thing, like respect to Tim's, because we fuck with Tim. We be talking about like how talented she is in the studio. Like, we want to do stuff with her.
Oh, okay. That's dope. That's dope. All right, man. So the first I've heard of you was probably the Wizard album.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
First album I got 7 placements on.
You got 7 placements. Yeah. And like I said, so the tag was just there, and like to me, what I think you as, like, and how I caught it in my mind, like, you might be like the Atlanta's Kanye to Future's Jay-Z, like the Blueprint era, where Kanye hopped on, like, with Jay-Z, and it was like, oh, this is like the reinvention of Hov, because Hov was already at the top, but that was just a reinvention, and like Future has been on top for Lord knows how long.
It's like, I just put him back in, like,
like, it's a reinvention.
Everybody was like not everybody, but like, it was like certain people like, man, what's next for Future, this and that, and it's like, man, this was next. Now you got.
I was one of them. I was one of the people like, where do we go after this? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, you've been running the game for so long. That shit is not easy. You understand what I'm saying? Like them runs.
Knowing that y'all like that, everybody like that vibe of the song, like, just gave us direction of what to do next.
I got you.
Like, more the new music we working on, like, beautiful.
Oh, so you have more in the stash.
Definitely. Oh, for sure.
Okay, yeah. I got you. All right, man. So and now also I wanted to talk to you also, I mean, the song before then, Super Gremlin. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard it, I knew this shit was hard, but me thinking like, all right, well, this is obviously like a diss track. Like, I did not see the potential like the shit really had to go where it went, and then it just came
like me. Everybody thought I was tripping.
Yeah, I did not. Yo, no, you wasn't. I didn't. Yo, bro, if Kodak would have came to me and told me like this the first single, I'm like,
not saying it wasn't a good song. It was a great song. It just, I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Yo, it's like, I'm not, cause like if you listen to the lyrics and shit like that, it's like, nah, he's really going that boy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like,
directed song.
Yeah. So I'm like,
so like, you thinking like, shit, I don't know.
He gonna drop this and he gonna move on to the next single. You get what I'm saying?
Shit,
and then
that was the
single.
But I fought with cause he knew.
He knew out the gate that this was.
He knew, like, when we did the song, like, what's crazy, like, that song wouldn't even be there, like. If I was lazy that day, like, I literally called and was like, bro, pull up. Like, if I ain't called that man, we wouldn't even have no Super Gremlin. Like, we were still locked in, but if we ain't lock in that night, he probably would have never picked that beat. Or I probably would have never, like, shown that beat. Yeah.
All right, so so the hook, we used did that come with the beat, or did he add that, like?
It came with the beat.
It came with the beat.
Yeah.
So what did you use for that?
That was a sample from it's a German sample. Dang, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's this group though that was singing have them. We could have been.
Yeah,
we could be superstars, but we would rather wrecking cars. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But,
He said we rather be Jack. Yeah, that's a fact. Okay. So as far as like that goes and stuff like that, when you have like just like this repeated run, you understand? Is there a pressure on you?
I won't say pressure. I enjoy it. It just set me up for like the next thing to do.
Oh, all right then. So what is the next thing?
Man, it's like of course more music with Future. That's my brother. And you know we dropping my singles, working on my music, but like.
So that's another reason why I did think of you as the Atlanta's Kanye, because you do rap for the people that do not know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I was rapping before I was making beats.
That's a fact. All right then. So at this point in the game, I mean, obviously, like the production pays the bills, right? But what drew you back into the music? Like I'm making my own music myself, because people with the run that you're having, people are going to be on some strike while the iron's hot type joint.
Right. I never stopped making the music. It's just always in the vault. But now it's like it was just a time for me to, you know, perfect my craft as I still am, but just keep, you know, how can I make my music sound different for everything? Because, you know, coming from producer to artist, like, you got to come out strong. Like, it can't just be nothing regular. It got to be like, damn, like, what is this? Like just art.
So, like I said, with all these songs that you have on the charts, do you feel like as soon as you drop, you got a chart, like you have to put out that smash immediately, or like do you feel like even though people know your name as a producer with some of the hottest songs in the game, like you can build like any regular artist can build?
Definitely, but it's like both, but like it's like when you see how other like how Kanye did, like he just came out like crazy, and it's like. Yeah, I gotta do that, but then again, it's like at the same time, like shit, I'm gonna put out like what I like. So and then if they ain't fucking with it, shit, I still make the best beat. So it's like I go back to making beats.
That's a fact. All right, then, so it does. So it alleviates it. While it does put pressure on you, it does alleviate some pressure. Like at any given time, I got a couple in the stash.
Yeah, still want to like still dropping more songs with different artists and just like working on my stuff at any time. But you know, that's definitely like just music, art as a whole is my passion.
I got
what
you.
I'm passionate about.
Okay, the art as a whole. So so for me, like the art is not just the music; it's also the rollout, right?
Man, it's the rollout, it's the look, it's the visuals, it's how you dress.
All of that. Yeah, all right, so you get it. All right, so you understand it. All right, then so how do you just jump off the porch as far as like somebody who's been behind the scenes, like many people just know you as the tag. You get what I'm saying? That's so facts. How do we just like what's the rollout for somebody like, all right, I am here. I am an artist. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, you just do your thing, go crazy. Like they ain't gonna. A lot of people never see the vision until other people see the vision. So it's like, as long as you just doing what you like and other people liking it, man, keep going. Cause if one person like it in a room full of 100, shit, 6 people might like it. Out of them 6 people, out of 1,000, shit, like, you know, 50 might like it. You just keep growing, but then you might be a room full of 100, and then maybe 50 people like it.
But
so
somebody gonna feel it.
Yeah, but I know people gonna feel it for sure. But my shit, like, you gonna see.
So what's the vibe that ATL Jacob EP or an album would give? What vibe will you tap
man,
in?
it's gonna show my creativity, like just my thoughts and just me. It's a me vibe. Like it just explains who I am, like what I like, what I don't like, what I go through. It just explains Jacob. Like it's a Jacob vibe.
That's dope. All right, because from the beats, it's hard to I can't pencil you in because even with Cali's you understand that sounds nothing like any. I can't be like I can't if you take off the tag. I can't say that's a ATL Jacob beat. You get what I'm saying?
Because it's like when we did that song, she wasn't even rapping like that time. Like coming up with that song, like. It's a crazy story with that song. Like, she ain't even want to record that song. I had to force her to record. Like, I think we was asleep. I just woke up. I was like, man, let's get out of bed. Like, let's go. Let's go make this song. Like, let's go in the studio. Where we was sleeping at had a studio, like, in the house. Shout out to C'est La Vie. They was letting us, you know. So it's like, coming up with that, it's like, man, we need to. She was showing me all the beats she like, and I'm like, these cool. I'm like, man, we gonna I want to make you your own vibe, you know. But like, you know, I made that, and I wanted that to be her sound, which it was. Then it's like, you know, people get the big head or a little emotional, and they just go their way, and then they just see what they doing not really working. But at the end of the day, you know, it's all love shit. I wish them the best. It's just after you switch on me, there's no coming back.
Oh, okay.
But we still could be cool. It just ain't no coming back to working with me because I had the vision and the plan, and what I was doing was working.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, with the obviously she had like it was a signature sound to the like the whispering. You understand with the so that was kind of like you putting it together with like all right then. So what type of beats were you saying you were choosing before that to like the vibe that you came up with them?
At that time it was more of like at the time it was like what she was choosing was like ABC beats like dun 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 like little simple shit. So I was trying to make something that was simple but still sounded like production at the same time that everybody was like.
Yeah, fact. So I went super TikTok viral. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. And like it was nothing that sounded like it at the time. So it was brand new. So like I said, I can't personally pick out a ATL Jacob beat if you don't have the tag on it, right? Because there's no signature to it. Is that on purpose?
Definitely. It is on purpose because I want every song to sound completely different from the last. Like we're going wavy. Like you ain't never heard nothing like Wait For You before. You ain't never heard nothing like Super Gremlin before. Like
that's a fact.
You ain't never heard nothing like before. Like I wanted to make those vibes like completely different from every song that I got out.
That's a risk. I mean, cause like I said, every like super producer, like at a certain point, they have like a vibe. You get what I'm saying? They have like a vibe, or like a certain like even like certain eras, like a Pharrell, like with a Neptune's beat, like any era, you be like, okay, like for this 3-year stretch, that's a Neptune's beat. You understand what I'm saying? Like, or even with a Metro, you be like, okay, that's definitely a Metro beat. I can hear it. You understand what I'm saying? While they do evolve after that, there's like every era they have like they have a sound. With you, this is like your era right now. But like I said, like you have nine songs on the Hot 100 at once.
Yeah.
All of them sound completely different. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, is this by design? Or is it like, or I also thought like my theory was like, all right, these are just things you had like racked up from like before, and they're just now getting like the burn that it might have deserved.
Yeah, I like that you said that most songs sounded different too, because I was reading some stuff. You know, a lot of comments don't bother me. I ain't gonna say it bothered me, but it really just made me look at like somebody was saying he got 9 songs on the Billboard, but how many of them beats I made by myself? Bitch, I made 5 of them beats by myself. So out of the 9.
Is that? But I mean, who the? Oh, but that's a production though. This collaborative efforts. You get what I'm saying? So is that a bad thing? Like somebody?
Nah, because a number one is a number one. At the end of the day, no matter how you got it.
I mean, I can't tell this.
It's just to prove them. Like they say, how many he did by himself? Bitch, I did 5 of them by myself. Now what you gonna say? No loops.
Which ones?
Right On. I did Right On. I did Holy Ghost by myself. What else was on that list? Right On, Holy Ghost. I gotta look at the list of what songs was on there, but I know them 2 was on there. I did them beats by myself. No loops, played everything. What was another song I seen? Keep It Burning. Nah, that was DB.
I mean, it's not. Listen, you hear like double producer tag all the time. Like you hear is London on the track right next to. You understand what I'm saying? We hear this all the time.
That shit sound beautiful.
It's like, yo, these drums go well with this loop that he found. This sample, like, yo, I don't listen. One of the things like Kanye, like we just said, like how many collaborative efforts does he have with other people? You know what
100.
I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? It'd be like a million different producers. You understand what I'm saying? He'll even tell you, he'll admit like himself, like I don't have the best drums. You get what I'm saying?
I don't have the best melodies sometimes.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't listen. Making the music and the music come out good. Apparently, you have the ear to pick out a number one.
That's why I said in the beginning, it's all about that vibe.
That's
what I'm focused on, man. Who got the best vibe?
All right, then. So obviously, like I said, you want to be an artist, but what's the being just as like not just as a musician, but like what are the goals for this ATL Jacob thing as an artist? Like to not box you in, so we know not to just be like, oh, just super producer right here. What are the ultimate goals for you?
man, the biggest artists in the world, like the most creative, like really showing like what's in my head and putting everything in my head out, whether visually or you audio, you know, everything. Whether if you want to wear, if I'm thinking about something you want to wear it, man, you gonna wear it. If I'm thinking about something you want to hear it, you gonna hear it. If I'm thinking about something you want to see it, you gonna see it.
So you a designer too, fashion designer?
Yeah, I'm trying to do everything.
That's a fact, though. Yo, who were some of the producers that you liked growing up?
Man, definitely Metro was a big inspiration. Metro and Southside, big inspiration on like
808.
Yep, the whole 808 Mafia for real, cause it's like you had Southside, and then it's like you had TM who was a little darker.
Yeah.
Then you had Metro who was darker but melodic, and it was like crazy. Like, so it's like growing up, like trying to make beats that sound like theirs at the time. And
Okay.
Zaytoven too.
Okay, Zay. Okay. So it was heavy on the trap drums and stuff like that.
Yeah, cause you know you grow up. I ain't grow up listening to like Kanye and Pharrell and nothing. People be like sound crazy. Like how you ain't know this or that? It's like
you listen to what you listen to.
I grew up in the trenches. We grew up listening to Gucci Mane. Like Gucci Mane was the man.
Yeah. So obviously Zay. Yeah.
Jeezy and Young Thug in the early days.
Yeah. So heavy on the London.
Nah, before that.
Oh, even
before London.
so.
Yeah, people don't know that Thug. That's a real Atlanta.
You talking about before Barter?
I'm talking about who was on top Thug. Yeah, you don't even know that. Yeah.
You put me on game.
That,
You put me on some game and shit like that.
Yeah, Thug been at it for a long, long time.
So before Stoner.
Way before Stoner.
So that's how.
And you know who made Stoner? 808 Mafia. Crazy.
That I do remember.
No, not Stoner.
No, Stoner.
Dun Deal made Stoner. 808 Mafia made Danny Glover.
Two gloves. Yeah, I mean two. Yeah. They
Danny
made the second
Glover.
one. Yeah, two
yeah.
gloves. All right.
Dun
So
Deal made
as
Stoner.
for you taking me back. So the mixtapes was like heavy. Was on heavy replay when you was starting out making your own beats and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Migos too.
Migos too. All right, because you gotta remember, as like a New Yorker, we got when
y'all
they was
heard
hot.
it once they got hot.
When they hot, you get what I'm saying?
When they was underground, they was on fire.
Yeah,
whole hood playing it every day.
So, funny story. Even when the Migos first dropped, I remember when Bando first came out. As a New Yorker, we was like,
"Checked out
this night,
what?
We didn't, yo."
When Bando came out,
we was like, "Yo,
but
bro."
that's all you heard in Atlanta.
It
Bando.
wasn't until it was really they got hot in New York once Drake co-signed it.
Oh,
With
Versace. Okay.
Once Versace, it was like, we'll try it. You know, we'll try it. We'll see what's going on. And then they run just ain't stopped since
It's the same thing in Atlanta. Like a lot of people down there don't like drill.
Yeah, don't. We was wondering if it was national. All right, then. Cool. So even with like, cause you have like, you do have some Atlanta cosigns to it and shit like that. Even with, like, even tried to remix Big Drip. You understand what I'm saying? With Baby and Quavo and shit like that. And even still, it's like kind of hard to
I like
stick.
the original.
But even then, it's still kind of like hard to stick as far as like Atlanta.
Facts.
Copy. I mean, but I wouldn't say like up here we have like we don't like the music. You get what I'm saying? We love it. You go to the clubs, that's what they play. You get what I'm saying? It's just if it's somebody new, we just don't see the vision immediately.
That's
facts.
facts.
What I'm saying? We don't see the vision immediately. And then it's like we wasn't really rocking with Jeezy until like the Trap or Die mixtape actually dropped. People was trying to convince us like, no, he's really the hottest in down south, and we're like, yeah.
When Baby first dropped Right On, I played it up here. They was not fucking with it in the club. Now you play Right On up here, they love it. That's crazy. And Baby,
that's a fact. Now
Baby
my dog was the first one. How long was he grinding before my dog? You could put
Baby?
Yeah, because that was the first one that really.
How long he was grinding before my dog?
Yeah.
Maybe like a few months.
All right, so
we
ain't catch on too late with Baby. Baby was the one we ain't catch on too late.
Baby got hot quick. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Nah, the thing with Baby, it's like if you would have asked me like the first few drops, I thought he would have stayed like where he was, like regular cool dude. If you would have told me like he would have been the hottest, like as to where he is, I would have been like, I don't, you understand what I'm saying? But
yeah, my dog was on his second mixtape.
That's what I heard. I got you, man. All right, then. So back to ATL Jacob, man. So, do you? I mean, you've worked with so many production side. Do you have any big features on your own debut?
Yeah, you could definitely look out. Shit, speaking of Lil Baby, definitely look out for Lil Baby, Fredo Bang, Future, of course. We got Big Sean. I'm gonna just give you those.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more, but I'm gonna just give you those.
So when is the thing? When is the debut single dropping?
It's no official date for it
Mhm.
because I want to drop. I don't want to drop it just as a song. I want to drop the single as a project, not just as a song. I want to drop it like video, song,
Everything all together.
Yeah, like everything, like a little merch you can get with it.
Oh, okay.
I want to do it right.
So what? Tentatively, we talking like July, August?
Like August.
August. I got you. And is it after that? Are we just gonna like single people to death? Is there EP to follow up? Is there a full length album?
Of course, a full length album coming. No dates. But definitely single coming very, very soon.
I got you, bro. All right, man. I think like one of the new waves on as far as like with artists, I've noticed has been like just the one producer album, like the one producer project. Would you ever consider like doing that with an artist? I mean, like you had like 9 joints on like the last Future album, so
I've been thinking
that's
about
not far fetched.
Of course, I want to do it Future. That was closest to it, and it turned out beautiful. So if those are 9 songs, just imagine if I did your whole project, what it would do.
Who would you want to? If you had like a dream artist, you could just lock in and be like, yo,
a whole
project, like 10, 12 songs, just thematic project. You could lock in and
I wanted my first like producer artist project to be with Future, of course. But if it was a choice other than Future, I'd do Lil Baby.
A little bit. That's dope. That sounds dope. What what's the process like? I mean, cause we hear so much from Hendrix, but I've never seen like too much behind the scenes, like a studio session. Like when he's making these songs for like the clubs or for the ladies and stuff like that, you would think like he'd have like the studio flooded with just women. You understand what I'm saying? And but you've been in the studio with him. What is it like to actually like be in the studio and lock in?
That's a vibe, man. That's not like, but that's family to me. So it's like we linking up when we make music. It ain't like we working. We just chilling and having fun. Then nice beat come on, we just load it up. But we really just chilling. It's like it's a vibe with like music. Of course, music always the focus, but at the same time, like that's not the focus. It's just like, man, we just linking up, man. If we come up with something, we come up with something. If not, we not. If not, then it's cool too, cause we still linked up. But like, we working regardless.
That's a fact. So how many secret songs you got in that tuck, Will? Like
secret songs?
Yeah, like songs that ain't dropped yet. Cause I know y'all got some like songs, some that ain't leaked yet. How many?
Like 700, 800.
Jesus Christ.
I think maybe more than that.
800 songs.
Oh, 700, 800.
And how many of them you believe like number ones out of them 800?
All of them. Nah, I'm just playing. Realistically, it's a couple that I really, 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 really want him to drop. And it's like, believe in number ones. You never know what's the number one for real, but we knew Wait For You was number one. Ain't gonna lie. He called it out. I called it out too. Everybody called it out. But like, it's some that is hot that I believe will chart like top 10 for sure.
So what's his process in picking them? Because it's like I'm pretty sure like a bunch of them have to be super fire. What is what is the process in like picking like that one?
He picked song. Well, first we pick out the songs that we like. He'll go down the list of songs that we like and pick through those. Then we'll narrow it down after he picked out songs that he like.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. So what's your process? How do you know? Or you work by yourself as far as like picking out what songs you gonna release to the masses? Do you now that you got so many big ears in the game, do you run it by them? What's your process for picking out your music?
It's a family thing, so it's like shit. Whoever in the room, hey, y'all listen to this? Y'all like this? Or I personally might, bring like a whole bunch of girls to the studio, like just vibe out, see what they like it. Okay, we put this to the side. They going crazy to this. Like, are they chilling to this?
So I'm gonna give you my number next time you have. Yeah, I'm just inviting me. I'm just a 16-hour bus ride away. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, that's a fact. All right then, cool. All right then. So what we usually do is we usually ask the top 5 that are alive MCs, right? But I don't personally want to ask you that. I want to ask you like, you just brought so much like game to me as far as like production wise and stuff like that. I'd like to ask you who top 5 that are alive. Who are your favorite producers?
Producers?
Yeah.
Gotta go with Metro. All right, let me just say it. Metro, Southside, Kanye, producers. Well, instead of Southside, we just gonna say 808 Mafia.
808
Yeah,
together.
because the whole
yeah.
everybody in 808 for sure. So Metro, 808 Mafia, Kanye. When he in production mode. It's another producer I like. Whose stuff I've been liking. His is so different. Digital Nas. He been hard.
What's some of his songs?
He did a lot of Kanye stuff. He hard. He hard. He young too. He I actually met him with Kanye, but I never heard of him. But I knew his songs. Oh, and that a lot of producers.
You got one more.
One more?
Yeah.
Said Oi Mafia, so TM included
So,
in that.
yeah, TM
one of my favorites, like for sure.
So what about Zay?
Oh yeah, Zay for sure.
Okay.
Couldn't even. I don't know how I forgot about Zay.
Okay, so
He was the reason I started playing piano.
You see, there you go. Yeah, that lemonade hit. In fact, that's a fact. All right, then. I want to ask, like, obviously, like with the Super Gremlin sample, you said like that was a German band and stuff like that. What other types of music do you listen to give you like some of your?
I listen to everything like old punk rock, rock, classical, like everybody know Moonlight Sonata, Prelude in C major. You got two different versions. You got one by Bach and one by Mozart. You got Prelude in E flat major too. That one nice too. I like classical records, but
so I've been on AllHipHop for about like 3 years now. This is the first time somebody's mentioned Mozart and Bach. So congratulations. That's a fact. No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, like you could tell, like this is not just hip hop influenced. You get what I'm saying when you listen, when you go through the list. You get what I'm saying?
It's just vibes. I listen to everything. Like if it sounds good, I like. If I like it, I like it.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Jesse's girl.
Anybody ever looked at you crazy when you threw on something?
Yeah, like I threw on Eddie Murphy. People don't even know Eddie Murphy make music. I be throwing on Party all the time. Yeah. People be like, this Eddie Murphy? I'm like, yeah, Party all the time. Party.
Damn, I'm old, bro. Like this. That's yeah.
And I didn't even grow up listening to that. I found out about that music like a couple years ago. Like,
him and Rick James went to the studio.
Yeah. Rick James and
had a little binge and then came out with a single. Yeah,
that's legendary.
That's a fact. All right, man. So before I get you out of here, man, once again, you have the single coming out, man. So like tentatively, we're looking at August. You said and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have a name before we?
Name? I don't have a name for it yet, but I got the vibe for it.
Got the vibe for it. What's the vibe we gonna get when it drop? Is it a wait for you kind of vibe or?
Nah, it's a rap vibe, but just
splash warning kind of.
Oh, you know about splash warning. Everybody know about it. Yeah. Nah, it's like a like I can't even explain it. It's a vibe. Like it's nice though. I'll play a snippet if you want to hear it.
Play the snippet. I even gonna play the snippet for the thing.
Yeah, I'll play the snippet.
Yeah, you think that you gang, but you can't hang in this bitch. Yeah, pass the hoe to Fredo, he gon' bang on the bitch. Yeah, I can call some shots and I'm still making some hits. Yeah, if I think you fooled, I put the red on the lick. Yeah, the bitch is like a model, but she trash on the slick. I can't go out like no fool, I fuck that bitch with my blick. I tried to find love 1,000 times, I thought that Cupid didn't miss. You fucking on me and then the ops, you gotta stay on my mix. No, I can't pay your bills.
All right, man, so let the people know how they could get in contact with you, and let them know how they could get like a quote on them price beats, which is probably like a mansion right now. So if you don't have mansion money, you probably can't get a beat from this man. But let them know how they get in contact. Down payment. That's a fact. But let them know how they get in contact with you.
Down payment on Rolls Royce. You can contact me, man. Definitely like ATL Jacob on Instagram. I always look at all my DMs. A lot of them be bullshit, but then I appreciate the fans that DM me on nice. I reply to some of them too. People being like they bougie, but I reply to nice DMs, cool shit. And, 678-999-82. Nah, I'm just talking shit, but yeah. Social media is ATL Jacob Beats on Twitter. You know.
That's a fact, man. Once again, it's your man Slapshot You. We'll call here at One World Studios for AllHipHop.com, and we out. One.